Hello and welcome to Examine Earth. This is an introduction to the playlist that accompanies my physics course. The playlist targets the high school level, but if you have an interest in the science of matter, motion, and energy, then this playlist is for you. The internet's full of fantastic learning resources, but there's also some bad info and even outright lies. I've sorted through all of that to assemble this list of quality videos that complement the topics that we address in class. Most of the videos are made by other creators, although I have included some of my original content to fill some gaps. But what exactly is physics? Physics is essentially the root of all the other sciences, and really the root of everything. It's the study of the fundamental forces that hold our universe together: matter, motion, and the forces and energy that control that motion. What are the fundamental physical laws that govern all aspects of all things, from the smallest subatomic particles up to the scale of the universe itself? If you're a student, you may not care much about this slide, but the playlist topics are aligned to both national and New York State learning standards. There's a video or videos for most of the core ideas, which are the base knowledge and concepts within each of the sciences. Now, of course, knowing is only half the battle. You must also apply these concepts by doing science and seeing how it connects to other areas, but you can't apply concepts that you don't understand. So that's the purpose of this playlist. It's to serve as a supplement to a traditional classroom course or as the foundations of a homeschool course. In addition to the playlist videos, you'll probably want to explore these core ideas further. The CK12 organization has made it their mission to provide free, open access education materials that are accessible to all. This is the general structure of their so-called Flexbook. It's a digital textbook, but it's more than that. It has interactive elements. Teachers or even parents can assign readings, activities, quizzes, so it's really more of an education platform. In addition to the CK12 resources, I'd also highly recommend Khan Academy and YouTube's Crash Course series. I'll put links to those resources in the description below. It really just provides you with some extra help if you're struggling or just looking for a little extra help. Sometimes it just helps to hear it from someone else or in a different way. This is the general course outline, which is the rough order of the videos in the playlist. I've also provided a chapter number that corresponds to the Flexbook. The whole idea here is that we're covering a topic in class and you miss a day, or you just didn't get it. Here's an additional resource. We begin with a review of basic math and vectors, the language of physics. Then we explore classical mechanics or Newtonian physics, the physics of motion, gravity, and momentum. What happens to a projectile in flight? What controls the motions of the objects in our solar system? We then dive into the various types of energy, how energy can be transformed, but it's conserved, neither created nor destroyed in a closed system. Next, we examine some very familiar types of waves in sound and light. How do sound waves travel and how do we hear? How does light propagate in a vacuum while sound cannot? We explore electricity circuits, electromagnetism, how is electricity generated, how is Earth's magnetic field created and maintained. Finally, we look at some more recent advances in physics, physics operating at incredibly small scales or incredibly high speeds, where classical physics begins to break down. Once you've watched some videos or you're nearing the end of your course, you can even test yourself. New York State provides years worth of past Regent exams and the answer keys. The reference table is another excellent resource, and you can even use it during the actual exam. Even if you're not in New York State, these exams are a great way to test your knowledge. If you notice some weak spots, well, that's the entire point of practice. You can go back to the playlist or Flexbook or wherever else and brush up your skills. Learning is a process. It takes time and effort, and it can definitely be frustrating. But as long as you're moving forward and you don't give up, you will reach your goals. The entire point of this channel is to help people find science topics that interest them and to provide a helping hand along the way. If you think this playlist might help you, it'll probably help other people too. If you like this video, share the playlist and subscribe to the channel. It'll help me help them. That's all for now. Thanks for stopping in to Examine Earth.